So yeah, welcome to not just Portland's first Tableau user group of the year, but Tableau's first Tableau user group of the year, according to Kelly. We did not confirm whether that was international, but at least in the United States, we are the first to do it. So hopefully we set a good tone. For today, we're going to try some things a little bit different than maybe what we've done in the past, because one of our goals for this new year is to help kind of get back to the purpose of Tableau user groups, was just to build a community. So we really want to hear from you today. So we're going to talk through just some general announcements like we always do. And then we have a quick game of trivia. And then we're going to ask y'all to show and tell. So don't worry, it's nothing too big, nothing too crazy. Should be pretty easy. I'll explain more in depth, but we are actually able to promote people to be able to talk. You do not have to show your camera or anything. We just want to hear from you and help build the community. And then we will hopefully have some time at the end for just some Q&A about some of the things we show and tell. So for 2023, we are planning on sticking to our regular cadence of once a month, and we're keeping it at Thursdays at 1 p.m. But we are going to adjust to the start of the month to help out our friends at Tableau, who 1 o'clock on Thursdays on the third Thursday seems to be a very popular time to have it. So this will make it easier for them and for us. So our next tug is going to be February 2nd, and then after that we have March 2nd. And then we do have all of our Tableau leaders or Tableau user group leaders up here. Kind of just as always, we if you need to go to the user group page, here's that link, the community page. We always want to encourage you to, if you have any ideas for content, whether that's you want to present or you've something you're curious about that you want us to do a demo of or find someone to speak to, any sort of guidance from the community is super helpful, not just for the content we provide, but it's also super helpful for us because it can get tricky to try to track down not only speakers, but what we think you want to hear about. It's a lot easier when we know what you want to hear about. So without further ado, we're going to go into Kahoot and do some trivia. So you should be able to just go to the link, kahoot.it, type in the pin, and it'll pop up here when you join. Let us know in the chat if you have any questions or need any help.
I like the SQL injection.
always got to test if the developers are doing it the right way. Man, these names are much different. Oh, there we go. I was like, these names are so much different than what I'm used to when I play with my friends. But I do love the spoonerism of my name. All right, we're going to give a few more seconds. Ooh, Cynthia, you're joining?
I guess, sure. Yeah, why not?
I did not share the trivia with anyone.
Yeah, we'll see how bad I am at this.
So we'll see. It is all specific to Portland as well as Tableau. But I like to always mix up trivia where I pretend it's about something and it's not actually. All right. Man, people still filing in.
This is great.
All right. Is anyone else, if you're struggling to join, you can type in the chat and we'll wait for you. Otherwise, I think we're all good to get started. All right. So the first question. Let's see. So Burnside Bridge is named after Burnside Street. What is the original name of Burnside Street? And fun fact about Burnside Bridge, it was the first bridge on the Willamette to be built using input from an architect. Went up in 1926.
How did the other bridges fare?
Yeah, that's
I think
scary.
they were just some dudes that were like, we should probably get a bridge to get over this. All right. It was
Wouldn't that include some of the
originally
currently
East
standing
Street.
bridges?
Oh, good deal.
I also learned that Hawthorne used to be U Street.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you learn a lot while making trivia. Reminder on Kahoot, you get more points the faster you answer.
Mhm.
So
If it's right.
if it's right, yes. Yeah, you can't just press it and do anything. All right.
Yeah.
Next question. Oh, well done, Colleen. Sani Dynmetz, thanks for rocking the name. I think you can do better, but just keep it up.
Oh, wow.
How did the Willamette get its name?
I've got the speed part down, but the content behind it is a little lacking. Just a guess.
Yeah, it is a mispronunciation of a native word for still water. And I don't want to be another white person to mispronounce it, so I'm not going to try to actually say the real word.
Fair.
I also have no idea what a semi-diurnal tide is. I just saw it on Wikipedia, so I'm sorry for whoever I tricked there.
Sounds like a 10-cent word. Yeah.
All right, got
Holly?
some movement in the crowd there.
Yeah, carrying on here.
Holding the first place down. I like it.
All right. Douglas fir, named after David Douglas, is originally native to what area of the world?
Sure. I feel very confident in these answers.
This one was, I was being tricky with it. David Douglas is from Scotland, though. So
Yeah.
I was trying to be a little tricky there. And there's a relative of the Douglas fir that grows in Mexico.
I was
And then I
hoping
just
for
needed-
that one.
Yeah,
Right.
and then I just gave another region of the world. So,
Yeah.
oh man, that shook it up.
Ooh. Dang.
I also hope there aren't any like huge tree people that are like, well,
Arborists?
actually.
If there is an arborist in the crowd, please show yourself.
All right. What's the name of Tableau's annual dashboard creation competition at Tableau conference?
Oh, I like these. They should think about a rebranding.
Yeah, some of these are pretty good.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
you're welcome.
Yep, it is the Iron Viz, named after Iron Chef.
Is Iron Chef still around?
Yes. It's on
All right.
Netflix.
I like the speed and confidence at which you answered that.
No, it's one of my
Every
favorite
Thursday.
shows. Learn stuff on there every day.
All right. So that one didn't shake things up too much. All right. Tableau 1 through Tableau 4 are works of art by what pioneer of 20th century abstract art? This is one of that artist's paintings, but not their most famous.
Oh.
All right. It was Modigliani. I was trying to find like his second most famous piece of art, not the concept or contemplation in blue, red, and yellow, but it was a tricky one. All right. And there is a bonus one worth double at the end. So if you feel like you're out of it, you might not be. All right. Which NBA season did Portland earn its nickname Rip City? Wow. I think this was the fastest people have answered. And I was surprised. It was the very first season where they got called Rip City. I thought it would be a year where they were just absolutely dominant, but it turns out they're dominant from the start. All right, this next one might be, or no, sorry. I think there are two more. So Everclear is one of the most famous bands from Portland. In their most popular song, Santa Monica, what is the first line?
This is a random one, Danny.
You got to make some of them easy, some of them hard. You know? I am still living with your ghost.
Thank you. That one kicked me up. I appreciate that.
All right. All right. I think this is the last one before the bonus one, but I'll make it's labeled bonus, so you'll know when we get to the bonus. And it's this one.
Final Jeopardy.
What Portland film follows Rob Feld, a former chef turned reclusive truffle forager? I'll give a hint near the end. And that'll be the leading actor, who almost everyone should know. All right, it stars one Nicolas Cage. And it came out within the past 5 years.
Wait, I want to see the other answers again. Those
Yeah,
were excellent.
The Goonies, great. Air Bud. Both starring like centered around an animal. So Air Bud's a good one. Portals.
Oh my God.
Mushroom Man. Okay. Yeah, this is right. Submit. Nope, you're incorrect. Sorry, Goonies. All right. Let's see who came out on top. Colleen at number 3. Cody at 2, and our winner, Ash. All right. Oh no, did Did Cynthia take the loss so badly that she had to leave? All right. Yeah. Congrats to everyone. Thank you for playing along and participating. Like I said, we appreciate any and all participation, which brings us to our next segment of show and tell. So I'm going to ask, so here's how this will work. We as leaders have some Vizes that we found in the past year that we want to show, and we're going to talk through the 2 points about what we like about the Viz and kind of what we hope to learn or borrow from the Viz in our future dashboards. So we're going to talk through a few just to show them, and then we'll give y'all the opportunity. We have the ability to promote you. So if you just, we can either raise your hand or you can post in the chat saying, I have one, and we'll be able to promote you. Like I said earlier, you don't need to come on screen or anything like that. But if you could share your screen or send a link to us to that dashboard and we can share that, hopefully we'll get to spread some great ideas in Tableau. So I can start out with my dashboard that I found last year, and this has to do with a new feature in Tableau, which is zones. So zones are, it took me a while to understand not only what was going on here and why this was different than something like a parameter action. And when I actually went to download the workbook, because Tableau Public is incredible like that, I found it was pretty straightforward, and I had to do some digging before I realized what was going on, because it looks like these two dashboards are just filtering and these are all appearing. But where things start to get really cool is when you actually go into these different containers that you're having appear, there is this new option to control visibility using a value. And this is set up just to show if a parameter does not equal nothing, then this area will show. And the reason this is super valuable is because it makes it so much easier for us to adjust the size of these things that pop out. So you'll notice I just made this a lot taller. When I click, it's going to be that same height. And if anyone has ever had to deal with trying to make these new areas appear, you know that having it appear and stay in the right size is one of the biggest hassles of trying to make things suddenly appear on your dashboard. So I was really, really excited about this new feature. Oh, I'm sorry, Emily. Looking at I still hers. And thank you, Sam. Oh, yeah, Sam and Colleen. This is 2022.4 is what I'm on. I believe this feature was added in .3. 2022.3. Does anyone else have any questions on kind of this this dashboard or how it works that hopefully I could maybe be able to elucidate? Yeah, share the link to the dashboard. Let me pull that up. All right. Do any of the leaders have one they might want to show?
I can go. Since it looks like, I'm not sure if Chris is back yet. And I can go ahead and drop this in the chat once I find where the chat box went. Dang it. Bear with to everyone. And then I can share my screen as well. Sure, I can. We'll do this one. And this really wasn't anything with new like functionality or anything like that. I liked this one basically just for the learnings in it, taking a dashboard from what I think is not a terrible dashboard, but just streamlining it from and outlining what they did to do so. They talk about white space further on. They'll talk about text as well. But just simple things you can do to clean up your dashboard, to get rid of like lines and clean up pixel space. Consistency with things that we've seen most of our past folks that we've had on talk about in ways that they've gone through and updated their dashboards. Oh, come on. And then updated charts as well. So really just a refresh and seeing how you can display similar information, kind of getting rid of those detailed crosstabs that everybody loves at the bottom, with a little bit more information or visual way to explain those. Yeah, this one's a really quick one, not too much to there. I did have a few other ones that I just wanted to show, and really this was the one that I found more applicable for this content. This is just one done by Superstore. I just really appreciated the clean lines and the consistency and the color theme here, and the way that they used different graphics for such as their shipping status, just different graphic keys in there as well. Really simple, like I said, but I just like the cleanliness of it. Yeah, one of the other ones that I had to share, this really is just for the content in here, I thought was hysterical. Here, I'll share this one as well as the other one as well. This third one that I'm on, this gal had taken her online dating history for the year and put it into a visualization. I love this. I'm very appreciative that she was so candid in putting this out there, but it's quite interesting. She went through who they were, where, like when her dates were, how many dates, what platform they went through. This is interesting. I feel like this is a unicorn right here.
I was just like, I haven't heard of that app before. And then immediately was just like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. What they did, what industry, how it went. Oh, sorry. Dates per bachelor. And then the outcomes. I don't know. I just found the content of this quite funny. So this was, while the others might have a little bit more content in there applicable to the Tableau user group, I found this quite humorous